If you like this video, why not subscribe? Hey everybody, as many of you may or may not know, I'm a big fan of these external batteries. This is the Sony NP-F series. This is the F970, this is the F550. I use this to power my external monitor, and I use this one to power my camera. And actually these aren't good just for my camera, which is a Sony NE-X5N. You can use these batteries in a lot of third-party hardware because these are so common, I think. So these are good, and I used them on my last short film, and I realized after doing back-to-back shooting days and having a quick turnaround that I needed a better way to charge my batteries. This is the one, I've actually got several of these little cheap travel chargers, and these are okay, but the locking mechanism isn't real sturdy. As you can see, the battery just falls right out of there, and this is the lighter battery. And it also just gives you a little charging light, and this is kind of typical for your basic charger, but I actually wanted something that was a little better, something that had more information on it, like an LCD readout, so I knew exactly how much of a charge my batteries had remaining. One of the problems I had was when I was using the larger battery like this with my external monitor, there was no way of knowing how much of a charge was left, unlike this battery, which was plugged into my camera, so I knew exactly how much of a charge was left. But I just wanted more information. I wanted a charger that gave me more. And so that's when I came across this after doing a little searching. This is the generically titled Digital LCD Quick Charger. So not only is it a quick charger, which is a plus, but it also has a more sturdy locking mechanism right here, and it has a very large LCD readout, so I can see exactly what I'm getting from the battery and how much of a charge it has left. So let's take a closer look at this. To the countertop. So here's the basic unit right here. Not much to report other than the build, which is pretty good. Feels decently sturdy. It is plastic, of course. This is your battery bay. It's got interchangeable plates, but this is the one that came with the unit to hold the F series batteries, NP-F series. Here's your large LCD screen. The only thing really other of note here is where you plug it in. So let's go ahead and do that so we can kind of check things out. So now in order to see the screen so I can talk about it further, I'm actually going to close the iris on my camera here a little bit so you can see the screen a little better as I talk. There you go. So notice how large this display is. This is one thing I think is awesome about this. You've got your volts right there, 0 volts reported and 0% because the thing's empty. And you've got a large picture of a battery right here, which is I'll show you what that does in a second. But just that's a great size for a screen. You can see this thing from far away. The only downside to this is that if you adjust the angle just a little bit, the details disappear. So you got to make sure that you're in the right position to see it. That's not a huge takeaway, but it is there, so you just have to be aware of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug a battery in. This is one of the F550s right here. Like, the locking mechanism is much more robust. This battery is not going to fall out. Not that it's going to be mounted in any other way other than horizontally. So notice immediately you get your voltage of the battery, which I think is kind of negligible. I'm not really interested in that information, but this right here is the percentage of the battery and the fact that it's charging. You get the nice charging graphic right there, but it's got 73% of the battery charged. And if you were to sit here long enough, because of the size of this battery, you'd actually see it go up. You can actually watch the thing charge. It charges so quickly, at least for this size. So taking the battery out is just as easy. Just pop it out. And look, it's still charging nothing. That's amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and put one of the F970s in. Same thing, a nice sturdy grip. And there you go. It's a charged battery. It's 100%, and it's just ready to go. So this is a fully charged battery. Notice the nice attractive blue backlighting too. I like that as well. So that's really it. I mean, when your battery's charging, you get that little graphic display, and you get the volts and the percentage. That's really handy. Now here's one thing I didn't know going in, and considering this battery charger has no instructions with it, you're just kind of feeling around the dark. This is something I kind of stumbled upon. Is check this out. Not plugged in, and it still tells you how much is in the battery. I think this is fantastic because now this notice the backlight goes off. I'm going to go ahead and turn up or open the iris a little bit more. There you go. So this is the only time when the backlight really goes off, is when the thing isn't plugged in. But now I can check my battery. For example, for my external monitor, I can check it remotely without it being plugged into anything. So if I'm wondering how much is in this battery right here, if I'm getting low, I can just plug it in and it'll tell me. Backlight comes on for a few seconds and then goes away. And there it is. It seems like my battery drained 5% rather quickly. And notice that this is empty. I was expecting maybe some bars here when it was partially full. 95%, so you'd think there'd be more bars. But it doesn't. It just seems to be empty when it's not 100% and then full when it is 100%. So that's a little weird, but that's okay. I just like the fact that I can check the percentage of my battery anytime I want, whether I have AC power or not. Now this will cost you about $25 on eBay, and it comes with this for a power cable. Notice it has the European style plug on the end, but it also comes with an adapter, so you can use this in the United States. Just plug one end into the other, and there you go, you're ready to go. I'm not a big fan of this setup, however. Fortunately, it comes with a very commonly keyed cord on the charger side that you can easily replace with one you probably have laying around your house. It's used for something else, another charger perhaps. Even if you don't have this, it's only going to cost you an extra $5 with your charger, so it's $30 instead of $25. Either way, I think this is a really good value. I think the build is really good. I like the sturdy locking mechanism. I like the huge LCD screen that you can see from across the room, and it's backlit. And I like the fact that it's a speed charger. Now, I haven't had time to verify the manufacturer's claims as far as charging times go, but you know what? I don't care. I like the fact that I can see the percentage of the battery and know exactly what I have at all times, even when the thing isn't plugged in, which makes it really valuable when you're out in the field. So I really like this. This is the digital LCD quick charger again, eBay, $25. I'm going to get another one before my next shoot rolls around. Now, if you like this review, please come to thefrugalfilmmaker.com for more, and I thank you for watching.